Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And now that we are through with all the videos on the new arc, I want to do a kind of an emphasis video once more, especially after the video yesterday. I really want to talk about the importance of officers once more, especially for players who are playing this game for the first time. This is a really important thing you must never forget, because even if you have strong ships, if you have good research and everything, in many cases, the officers will decide if you are succeed or if you will fail. And there are two different ways officers might work. In one case, you will want full synergy. I did a synergy video already. That means that the officers from the same group can give synergy to the captain to boost the captain's abilities. Like you can see here in my officer presets with the Enterprise NX-01 crew. In that case, I use Jonathan Archer with Trip Tucker and with Dr. Phlox. They both give him full synergy, and that boosts the whole crew. And this can be a very important thing. And in case of the aquatics that I still need to hunt every Wednesday, this indeed is a very important thing I'm using. But I also know that especially newer players tend to concentrate very much on the synergy. But there are many more cases where officers that you might want to say do not belong together are working the best. And that was the case, for example, in the crews yesterday for the new Views hostiles. Those are officers that in many cases don't give synergy to the captain, but their individual abilities are so important that you use them. And one of the examples is my Silent Enemy crew with Janeway and Anorex and Trip Tucker. There is no synergy at all for the captain. But still, this is the best crew because of the individual abilities of the officers that I can use for them. Only because I use this combination, I can succeed against the silent enemies. If I would use a full synergy crew, haven't even tested that because that's a combination with Janeway I never used against silent enemies in the old cases as well, I probably would fail. And it's the same with my Hura crew or the Vija crew, the Gorn crew, which is the same with Janeway, with Seska, and with Suda. There's no synergy at all. But the individual abilities of the officers are far more important than the synergy other Voyager officers, for example, would give to Janeway. Because in this case, I'm using the restoration of shield health for your ship that Seska brings. And in Suda's case, I use the repairs of the hull damage that Suda brings. And that gives me much more than it would give me to give boost to Janeway with her red alert and with the bend the rules. The combination without the synergy is working much better. So do not cling to synergy too much, because I know from own experience and from talking to people for years now, new players tend to stick to that synergy part. But as you could see in my crew video yesterday, the crews are the decisive factor. I've got a T15 max crew, Borg cube. And that cube wouldn't work at all against many hostiles if I wouldn't pick the right crew. And that's why it's so important always to think what you want a crew for. I so often get the question in the comments below videos and also in my alliances. I now build this ship and this ship. What crew do I need for this ship? You don't need a crew for that ship. You have to first tell me what you want to use that ship for. Because the important question is always, what do you want to use that ship for? And then I can tell you what might be the best crew for you. There is no crew for a certain ship. There is a crew for a purpose. So the crews are always there for the purpose, not for the ship. So that's why there might be crews that are only working very well on one ship type, or not even a ship type, that are working only on interceptors or only working on battleships. That's the case. But still, you want to know for what purpose. If you have an interceptor, put the Ducat crew on it. Yeah, that's a fine thing. But if you want to go PvE hunting, that won't work because it's only a PvP crew. That only works on interceptors, but it's still only a PvP crew. So this is the important question. So if you are a newer player and want to know what to crew your ship with, ask the guys in your alliance, I just built that and that ship and I want to go hunt Gorn with that after you build the Eviscerator, for example. Ask them what you have to crew that ship with to hunt the Gorn, and not, or Eviscerator is very special. So let's say you built a Sanctus, and I saw that question recently. Yeah, I built a Sanctus. What's the best crew for it? Don't ask it that way. Ask your alliance mates, I just built a Sanctus. I want to go hunt, I don't know, Herogen, whatever. What's the best crew I can use for that purpose? Yeah, and save that in your mind. There are different crews for different purposes, not different crews for different ships. And that's the important part. But the crew will make the difference between success and failure. No matter how big your ship is and no matter how good your research is, your artifacts or whatever. The crew is most of the times the decisive factor. And that's why I wanted to make this video. There's not much action in this video today, but that is a very important question that still so often pops up that I wanted to do this additional video after the crew video yesterday to once again remind everyone of the importance of the crews and the importance of the crews for purposes. And if you want to add something to that topic, please write in the comments below the video and on Discord. And I'll see you again tonight at the next Let's Play. I'll be back.